here, Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, and I want to just talk about it. Why on Amazon, if you go to Amazon and look for search for Galaxy S24 Ultra, you're gonna see 3.5 reviews. Like it's gonna be like a low rating review, well, like a middle lower. It's pretty low for us on Amazon. So if you see on Amazon something like a 3-star or 3.5, it's pretty much like, meh, I'm not gonna buy it. Or, let me read the reviews. I'm just wondering, if you're wondering why the Samsung Galaxy S24 has low reviews over there, and at the same time, if you're looking on the YouTube, you can find a lot of people that praising the Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, that it's so good, that it's so nice, and it is nice. But I think, in my opinion, that majority of the people that are pretty much like trying to buy a Samsung, they expecting to have exactly the same experience or a better experience than before with the new Samsung. So if you heard maybe or maybe not, but there were a lot of complaints about the screen. So the Samsung has like a vivid mode on the screen, and if you go to turn on this vivid mode, it gets all the colors of the screen super bright, super nice, like really maybe too much I would say. But at the same time, a lot of customers of Samsung that were purchasing phones before, they were happy with this kind of stuff. So they were expecting the same experience from the new Samsung. So the most anticipated was the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra, I guess. And those people that upgraded from the last year, they saw a difference on the screen. There's a lot of upgrades, with the AI, with the screen, that it's there's no reflection, it's a matte coating, and then you have a downgrade on the camera, but it should be a good thing. And then you have the titanium, which is really nice as well, and small upgrades here or there. But the most, I think, that people are talking about is the screen. So why is the screen colors were looking washed out compared to the last year or previous Samsungs? So the customer of a Samsung expecting to have the vivid mode enabled this year, if you go to a vivid mode enabling, you're not going to see any difference between the vivid and natural mode. So I guess this is the most what people complained this year of the Samsung. And I've heard a lot of people that own a Samsung before, that they were comparing to an iPhone. They were saying, look, we have nice colors, like all the pictures, the images, and if you're looking at taking a picture, everything looked more vivid, more bright, more, I would say, colorful on the Samsung compared to an iPhone. And the iPhone was more like a natural, neutral color. So there will be a different, there will be a big difference when you take a look. So they were talking about these differences, which like a very nice thing to have. But this year, that would be like an opposite thing. And Apple, if you have an iPhone 15 Pro Max, you would have more vivid colors pretty much than the Samsung Galaxy S24. If you turn on the eye enhance, or what do you call it, the like a night mode in the iPhone, you turn on the settings that it makes the eye more comfortable to look at the screen, like it filters the blue light and all this stuff. And in general, the colors are going to be like washed out. In the natural mode, there's going to be a nice, beautiful screen as well. So if you leave it like with no changing in the screen, they're still going to have a nice screen. But people mess around with the settings. So they go into the settings, they turn on different things, and then you see a different screen, and then you know how to switch it back, and then you got to Google it, and then you got to go and switch it back again. So back and forth. A lot of people are just kind of like complaining. I don't know if it's the complaining was real or not, but if you read a lot of articles online, they're going to be like a Samsung reply to this complaint is that this is how it's supposed to be. This is how they tweaked the screen this year, that they are not trying to fix it with a software update, but this is basically how it's supposed to look. And I think that those returns or those bad reviews that on Amazon or any other website you would see is because of this, because of the screen. Because other than that, I don't see any kind of flaw, big flaw to this phone. It's pretty much better than the last year. It's not a huge difference because all the AI features is going to go back to the last year and the previous year as well. So you're going to have exactly the same AI features, and supposedly in 2025 they're going to be you're going to have to pay for them. So you know, when you're going to have the next S25 Ultra, I guess you're going to lose some of the AI features from any model, and you're going to have to pay for them, and maybe pay for all of them. I don't know. It's only a Samsung decision, so we're going to see, you know, what's going to be. But in general, the phone itself, it's very good phone, and I think it got attention to a lot of reviewers, a lot of people that are into technology. Is because Samsung this year got a lot of things right. It's they were not advertising some stuff that majority of us don't care. For example, if you put 200 megapixel, you know, I don't know how much zoom, you know, we don't really care about that. We care about quality, about practicality, functionality. This is the most important. So when they made the screen flat this year, it's a good thing. Functionality, practicality. You can use the S Pen much easier. And then you have the anti-glare. Again, it's much more usable in the sun or anywhere pretty much. Titanium, really good looking phone, gorgeous phone. The camera is the same thing, and 5x zoom, pretty much they did the same thing as an iPhone. So the titanium on the 5x is like a copy from an iPhone. I'm not sure if it's a copy or not, but I would say that they came up later, so they were not the first ones. So you know, I would just say that the competition is good. Competition is really good. Is that they both use premium materials, and they both use one of the best designs that we have right now. And the software, I was amazed that usually they have choppy experience with Android. This one is really smooth, really smooth. So Samsung and Android were working on the UI, which they did a phenomenal job, and this one, it's super close to an iPhone experience. Maybe in some areas it's better, maybe in some areas it's worse, but it's super close. And there's a lot of things and features and software that look familiar, so if you switch to an iPhone to an Android, you have some familiar stuff. Of course, there's going to be like Windows and Mac, you know, you're going to get used to looking this side and everything is going to be on the other side, so you know, you're going to have to adjust. So in general, this is my opinion why there is so bad reviews on Amazon, and why some people are returning the phones back, I guess because there were things about the screen that they didn't like. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you like it. If you like it, you can subscribe to my channel, and I would really appreciate it. And if you want to see more videos, stay tuned. Thank you again, and see you in the next video.